Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we dive into an exciting topic, metabolism. Perhaps you already knew, but in case you didn't, metabolism refers to all the chemical processes that sustain life by transforming food into energy and the building blocks necessary for the growth, repair, and overall functioning of the body. It includes various biochemical reactions, including breaking down nutrients and utilizing energy. In this video in particular, we will explore three key topics related to metabolism: digestion, cellular respiration, and an example of homeostasis. These processes illustrate how our bodies manage energy use and gas exchange and maintain internal stability in response to external changes. I hope you like the video. As you all know, we all need to eat during the day to keep energy because we're not plants, so unfortunately, we can't make our own food with the sunlight. What we, animals and humans alike, do instead is consume food that contain big chunks of molecules that are referred to as macromolecules. In these macromolecules, you can identify stuff like carbohydrates or sugars, proteins and fats, but that is a topic for another time. Instead, let's talk about how the food is processed in the first place, and it is done so by digestion. During digestion, food is broken down into smaller particles by physical and chemical breakdown, which is realized in the digestive system. First, we ingest the food in our mouth and then chew it with our teeth. Here, both the physical and chemical breakdown of food is happening. Now, you may be wondering where the chemical breakdown is. Well, it's simply happening in the mouth because of saliva, produced by salivary amylase, contains enzymes that moisten and soften the food enough so it is easy to chew and swallow. After swallowing, the food goes through the esophagus and then gets transported to the stomach where it is stored and churned. Most of the digestion process happens in the small intestine, which absorbs nutrients and most of the water from the food. The remains that aren't absorbed by the small intestine gets into the large intestine where they get dehydrated and their ions get absorbed. Then they are transformed into feces or the waste that are stored by the rectum before eventually getting expelled by the anus. Now that we've explored how digestion breaks down foods, let's talk about another crucial system in metabolism, the respiratory system. This system is responsible for gas exchange, allowing our bodies to take in oxygen and remove carbon dioxide, which is essential for energy production. Breathing might seem simple, but it's actually a complicated process that fuels our body's metabolism. Here's how it works. First, we have inhalation, like breathing in. So this is when we breathe in oxygen-rich air through the nose or the mouth. The air travels down the trachea and into the lungs, reaching tiny air sacs called alveoli. Oxygen from the air diffuses into the blood, binding to red blood via hemoglobin. At the same time, carbon dioxide, a waste product from metabolism, moves from the blood into the alveoli to be in its cell. This process happens through diffusion, where gases move from areas of high concentration to low concentration. Oxygen-rich blood is pumped through the heart by the heart to cells all over the body, and this process generates carbon dioxide as a byproduct, which is then carried back to the lungs for removal. And then when we have exhalation, that means breathing out the air, that's when we exit the carbon dioxide from a system after all this process has been done. So without the respiratory system delivering oxygen, our cells won't be able to generate the energy they need for growth, movement, and survival. This connection between breathing and metabolism shows all of the body system work together to keep us alive. Now that we cover metabolism in digestion and the respiratory system, let's talk about homeostasis, the body's ability to maintain a stable internal environment despite external changes. A great example of this is your body temperature regulation. But first, let's review what is homeostasis. Homeostasis is basically the body's built-in thermostat in your body. It ensures that conditions inside the body, such as temperature, pH levels, and even blood sugars, stay within a healthy range for us to function properly. If something disrupts this balance, the body will respond automatically to fix it. And as an example of that, your body temperature regulation is really good because when it's too hot, like imagine being on a summer day or you doing sports, your brain detects the increase in temperature and therefore your body will respond by sweating. So that's where you see sweat evaporating from your skin, cooling you down. And even when it's too cold, like for example it's a winter or you've been swimming in cold water, your brain also detects the drop in temperature, and that's when you shiver. Your muscles contract rapidly to generate heat. Enzymes, which controls metabolism, works at best at stable body temperature around 37 degrees. If the temperature gets too high or too low, enzyme activity slows down and metabolism is affected. That's why homeostasis is so essential for keeping our body to function properly. Otherwise, we have many problems with regulating stable levels in all these different areas in our body. And we basically finished with this video. So today we learn how metabolism plays a key role in digestion, how the respiratory system supports energy production to gas exchange, and how homeostasis keeps our body balanced, like maintaining a stable temperature no matter the environment. We saw how the digestive system breaks down food to give us energy. We saw how the respiratory system exchange gases to keep us having oxygen and energy at the same time. And we saw an example of homeostasis, such as maintaining the internal body temperature when it's too hot or too cold outside. These processes work together to keep us alive and functioning, showing how just amazing your body is, whether it's by breaking down food, transporting oxygen, or regulating temperature. Our bodies are constantly adjusting to meet our needs. I hope this video helped you understand metabolism and homeostasis better. Don't forget to check out the website at the end for other sources used. Thanks for watching and keep exploring science and its wonders.